Hey friends, welcome back to a new video. Welcome if you're new here. I am sharing another day in the life vlog. It is a Friday morning. I am getting ready to pack everyone's lunches for school. I am a stay-at-home mom. I do have 4 kids. You'll only see me pack 3 lunches. That's because my oldest, she only has one class because she is a senior, so she doesn't eat lunch at school. But I do pack my kids' lunch every single day, even though 2 of them are high schoolers. It's just something that I enjoy doing. They could pack their own lunches, of course, but it is something that I enjoy doing. If you guys saw my last vlog, you would see that we have a new dog in our home. Her name is Roxy. We are fostering her. And so she is a part of our daily routine now. And so she sleeps in that little corner area in our front room. There's a bed in there, blankies, toys, food and water. And the dogs are getting along phenomenally, but during the nighttime, she retreats to that little corner. Like she waits until the gate is open so that she could go lay down. That is where her routine started, and that's where she feels safe. So she does sleep in there overnight, and we let her out first thing so she could go potty. She learned how to use the doggy door now, so now she goes in and out the doggy door. I don't have to necessarily let her go out back where all of this grass and rock is. This is out back. We have a dog run on the side of our house so that the dogs can go in and out the doggy door and go to the bathroom, because we don't have a fence around our pool. Whenever we let the dogs into the backyard through the back door, we make sure one of us is out there just for safety. I know most dogs know how to swim, but just for safety, that's why we built the dog run. So now I went and got coffee from Black Rock. That's usually something we do on Fridays and Saturdays is get coffee out. Josh and I do. And so I went and got Black Rock, and then I had my little morning routine outside like I normally do. I like to have my coffee out there and spend a few minutes outside soaking in that sunshine and letting the dogs play and watching the birds, and it just makes my heart happy, and it really does help me start my day off on a more positive, refreshing note. And now at this step, I am just cleaning this area that Roxy sleeps in. She does really good, like I said, at going potty outside, but sometimes she does have accidents. So I am just making sure I sanitize this space. I was cleaning her bed. The dog bed that we have for her, inside it's foam, but the cover luckily is liquid proof so that I don't really know how to explain it, but it's liquid proof so that the foam on the inside doesn't get soaked with any like urine or anything, which is great. But I still like to wash the cover, get it sanitized, but then I have to let it line dry, which takes a while, especially in the winter when it's not as warm. But I will say it has been warming up here. We've been in the 80s and high 70s. So I feel like summer is going to be here in a blink of an eye before we know it. And now at this step, I am just doing my daily morning routine, giving the dogs their breakfast. And Daisy and Yoshi both do, they take like no scoot supplements. Winnie takes joint supplements and then also salmon oil, which is omega-3s to help her coat. And then Roxy's vet said to start giving her omega-3s as well. So I put those in Roxy's food too. Today was Winnie's vet visit. I talked about this in a previous vlog, but she's already been to the vet for all of these bumps on her skin, on her coat. And I will do an update later in the vlog and explain what the vet said, what the next steps are. This vlog is kind of all over the place. It's a very chatty vlog, but that's how my vlogs have been lately. It's been a span of a few days instead of just one day. So this is probably Friday night now. We watched The Muppet Show. To be honest, I fell asleep, so I can't even give a good review on it. I fell asleep. So I do want to rewatch it again. when I'm not so sleepy so I could give my thoughts on it. Let me know if you guys watched it in the comments down below. And now today is Saturday morning. Again, we're back outside starting our day. And we are getting ready for Ronan's soccer game. I was in charge of bringing snacks on this day, and I ran out of paper bags. I usually put everything into paper bags. So luckily I had these little winter snowflake bags, and so I put the snacks in there. We have mini bags of Cheeto Puffs and Doritos, organic fruit snacks, a Slim Jim, and then I also had the Powerades in the cooler bag so that the kids could grab a snack and a drink. And Ronan's soccer for winter is now over. They had their last game yesterday. Well, yesterday as I'm editing this on Saturday, and their team was undefeated the whole season. They won every single game except one game was tied, and they just did a phenomenal job, and I'm really proud of them. Ronan is already signed up to play spring with his team, which will start in March. So we'll have a few weeks off, and then he will restart soccer again. And I just wanted to slow this clip down, but I was too excited rooting for him because he scored a goal that I missed capturing that on camera because I was like, go Ronan. You know, I'm probably one of the loudest moms out there, and I'm not going to apologize for it because I'm always rooting for not only my son, but the team as a whole. And so the girls, my two girls, were with their friends. They were doing a Galentine's day and sleepover. So Josh and I decided to take the boys to Top Golf. That way they had a little fun as well. And so we spent the afternoon at Top Golf, and it's always a lot of fun. I'm not any good at it at all. Just to be honest, I suck at golf. But I still like to try, and I still like to have fun because it's still fun trying. So this is how we spent our Saturday afternoon, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't do much vlogging in between, so this clip is actually from Super Bowl Sunday. We ordered some pizza and some wings, and we did watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the whole thing all the way through. It was pretty anticlimactic, but this is how we spent our Sunday. It's a few days later. I'm sitting here editing and realized I never paper towel. I never really explained what happened at Winnie's vet appointment because it was just such a busy day. Then we had a busy weekend. And so I'm editing to post and wanted to just give an update. So this is her second visit for this same issue, and I kind of still feel like they don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, and it's just a guessing game and trial and error. And it's kind of frustrating because each vet visit costs me hundreds of dollars, and then we leave with a trial to see if it works. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I will say her skin has already improved. When I took her in December, I believe it was, for the first time, they said it was hives. I didn't think it was hives because she wasn't itching. Hives usually mean A, an allergic reaction, and B, everywhere, all over your body, and C, they're itchy. It's only on her back. So I decided to do another round of Benadryl. That didn't help. They put her on prednisone, which is a steroid. That didn't help. And I started treating her with this solution that goes into their shampoo that's supposed to help with contact dermatitis and folliculitis, things like that, with antifungal. That seemed to help a little bit, but then last week it transferred to her belly, which is softer skin and it's more sensitive. And so that's when I was like, okay, we need to go back to the vet because it's spreading. And those ones looked worse than the ones on her back. And I'm thinking because A, it doesn't have fur, and B, it's really sensitive, like soft skin. So took her to the vet. The rash, the bumps on her belly are different from the bumps on her back. The bumps on her belly are caused by, they are assuming a yeast infection. It's some sort of infection. So she got put on antibiotics for 21 days, once a day in the morning. And then they want me to change her food. So she, for the last 4 years, has been on Purina SO, which is a prescription dog food for dogs with urinary issues, because she had a bladder stone and she had to have surgery to remove it. And ever since then, she's been on prescription diet. So it's not the diet. We haven't changed anything. She says that they can build an allergy to chicken. Most dog food is made with chicken. But the thing is I'm still saying it's not an allergic reaction because it's not all over her entire body. It's only her back. Because what's happening on her belly, near her area, is a yeast infection. That's not even the same thing as her back. So I feel like this next step is kind of uncalled for. But they want me to put her on Royal Canin multifunction urinary and hydrolyzed protein. So it's still made with chicken, but I cannot say this word, hydrolyzed protein, that process takes out, I think it's like, it starts with an M, melamine, or I don't even know. It starts with an M, but it takes that out of the protein, which is what dogs are allergic to in the chicken. So it's still chicken, but it's hydrolyzed protein. Oh my gosh. So they want me to change her food, and it's still urinary safe too, because she has to have the urinary. So this is good for hypoallergenic and urinary. And then I guess she has fractures on her molars, which they didn't tell me that in December, and I don't think it happened from December to now. So they told me I have to get rid of all the nylobones. She's not allowed to chew ice, which that's one of her favorite things, is chewing ice. And they basically told me, because she can only have urinary safe treats, and there's only one brand that makes them, but they're made with chicken, and so she has to have the special protein. So they said to get the canned version of the same dog food in kibble and can, freeze the canned food inside of a Kong, and that can be her treat. Number one, that's going to get so messy. Number two, the other dogs are going to want it. And number three, it's going to stink. Because the wet dog food just stinks. So I haven't reached that point yet. Because I feel like every time it's like something new, something they can't have, something they can't do. And then try all this other stuff, and then they wanted me to put her on heartworm prevention, and in order to do that you have to do a blood test, and then they can prescribe the meds. And I didn't want to do that because I'm like, I've had many of dogs in my lifetime, none of them have been on heartworm prevention, none. And Akira, our black lab, she lived till 12. And Yuki, our Shiba, she lived until almost 11. She ended up with cancer, mammary cancer. So it had nothing to do with heart or anything like that. So I just think that it's unnecessary, and I don't want to add that. So I'm going to continue giving her the salmon omega-3, which is good for their coat and their skin. And her skin, we have to still bathe her 2 to 3 times a week, which she hates. But with the bathing with the chlorhexidine solution, antifungal solution, the omega-3s, I'm going to try the new food, continue her antibiotics, we'll see. But it's already starting to clear up. And so they wanted me to do this Credelio, which is for the treatment and prevention of flea infestations and tick infestations. Never, ever, ever have we ever dealt with any of these. So I feel like this was just a waste. I should not have done this. And even Josh was like, why did you let them talk you into that? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I feel like the vets and the doctors are always trying to do what's best for their patients, you know? But, and I've learned this for my own health, that I know my body best, and so I determine what I'm really going to take and not take. I should not have done this because she doesn't have ticks or fleas. She just doesn't. And she said, well, that she could have, like, you know, little bugs or whatever. I'm like, but she's not itching. I don't know how many times I've had to say that to the vet. She's not itching. So, and then this is like the only products. What is this? Oh, I guess like the only products that they can have to like chew on or something. And if you can hear the dogs, they're going crazy behind me. This is the day in the life of a mom of 4 dogs. 3 of them are Frenchies, and they are just crazy. So hopefully you can hear me explain all of this, but yeah, I'm just going to continue what we're doing, and because it seems to be working, and then maybe try the food and see if it helps even more so. But I honestly don't think the food is the issue. So yeah, just wanted to provide a little update. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's vlog, and I hope you guys are doing well.